seems like it's a battle between Ultra and some of the other clubs. I think Ultra instituted this exclusivity clause for all the DJs that play there. Yeah. So I think that's caused a lot of friction with a lot of the clubs that are trying to do parties with the same DJs. So I think maybe when the dust settles, the first part of WMC will be more about the panels and discussions and actual deal making and business getting done. And during Ultra Week, it'll probably end up being about the parties, hopefully. I'm the wrong guy to ask because I don't play in the US all that often. You know, the major cities are amazing. San Francisco, LA, Miami is good. New York, Chicago. There's a lot of really, you know, key clubs in those major cities around the US. But generally speaking, the vibe for me is a lot better in South America, parts of Canada, and especially Europe. I was just 2 weeks ago I was in Brazil doing a tour for Carnival, and I did Warung, which is one of my favorite clubs in the world, and that was fantastic. I hadn't played there in 2 years, but the vibe was, you know, I mean, unparalleled compared to other places in South America that I played. Another great club was La Huaca, which is about an hour outside of Lima. And that was fantastic. I did a gig in Caracas, Venezuela, one in San Jose, Costa Rica, at a club called Vertigo, which has a Gary Stewart sound system. It's a beautiful club and sound system. And, you know, I did a few other dates around Brazil, but it's been fantastic since November when I was there for Creamfields. You know, he's someone that I've always looked up to, and you know, in the early days of Deep Dish, I really looked to him for guidance, musical guidance and business guidance as well. And he's someone that I became friends with early on, and we've stayed friends. And he's celebrating his 20 years, 20 years of the record label, actually, this year, and we're doing a lot of joint events together. I just did a remix for him, which should be out sometime this summer. And yeah, Carl's a good friend and great talent, and it's great that, you know, people like Luciano and Dice and others in the industry are acknowledging that. Spent pretty much all of February in the studio working on new music and remixes, and we had the iPhone app, which was just released by a company called Remix, so it's called Remix Dubfire, and you know, I'm just eager to get everything lined up and out. There's a lot of unfinished music that I'm going to be working on once we get away from Winter Music Conference and I get a bit of rest, but there's a lot of interesting releases that will be coming out soon in the next couple months. Ibiza is still rocking, honestly. I've already got a date at Cocoon, one for Carl Cox. I'm trying to keep my appearances more exclusive this year and trying to do one gig at key spots. There's a label party that me and Davide from Hideout are doing at DC10 on a Wednesday in August. There's probably an Ushuaia gig that I'm going to be doing with just friends, and maybe a Circo Loco or two. So a lot of really amazing. There's a lot of amazing parties. So. In the process of building my webpage, so if you go to dubfire.com right now, it'll point you to all the different media portals that I have, but the new website should be launched sometime in early June, right before Sonar. Hey, this is Dubfire and you're watching EMPO TV.